I'm Sameer Saxena. I'm here representing Global Association for Corporate Services. Uh, I have been in the industry for almost 2.5 decades, and the year 2016, 30 of us, the founding members, came together to form an association which is registered as not-for-profit organization. The intent was to give back to the community where we have come from. We started with 30 founding members, and today, as we close Q2 of 2020, we are 5,500 plus across the country. We now also have global chapters.
Sameer, what are the pillars of GACS?
So there are 8 pillars of GACS. We call them verticals, we call them councils of excellence. They encompass the complete range of corporate services verticals, primarily focusing on corporate real estate, security, procurement, facilities management, transport, sustainability, CSR, travel and hospitality, to name these. These are all, if I would correlate to, they would perhaps correlate to all the mixed use development that WTC does. There are 4 horizontals as well, which actually focuses on all 8 verticals. They are primarily into education and training, innovation support, startup support, as well as working together with other industry associations and affiliations.
Sameer, tell me, the COVID, the pandemic has brought in a lot of change. So what is it, the relationship and the association between GACS and World Trade Center that has been brought about?
I think COVID brought in a lot of collaboration, I would say. There have been multiple ways and means where we have been working as an industry body, more of an advisory role, and also helping in execution. So from our perspective, we have defined loads of procedures, created handbooks which actually have been in use in WTC, and also defined guidelines post-COVID for opening up the facilities, whether it is related to HVAC functioning, whether it is related to sanitization practices, etc., etc. All that could make the workplace or this manufacturing facility safe. I think all that has been worked. So from the occupier's perspective, from the developer's perspective, and from the tenant's perspective, I think all the handbooks have been created which are being used today.
No, I have to admit that with GACS and the knowledge that you have, the experience that you have brought into WTC Noida, it is definitely prepared WTC Noida to become a hub wherein we could have more than, as of now, we've got 50,000 people already working there. And looking at the large facility, I know that with GACS, you prepared us to actually take the influx of more, a mini city coming in place. But tell me, Sameer, what are the key trends that you are generally seeing? It's not only WTC, but generally in the CRE domain that you are seeing post-COVID are actually coming in place.
So I think that's a very interesting question, and right now I think the most relevant one also. In the CRE space, what we are seeing is the established developers like WTC, they have not lowered their standards. I think that's the one big plus. Neither they are wavering on the rentals, and it's common ground across the country, and even globally, the large developers are not moving their rentals towards south. There may be individual developers or there may be individual landlords who are giving concessions, and that's primarily because of their own reasons. But then neither the standards have gone down, nor the ways that they have been functioning has gone down. They have not reduced. None of the developers, none of the occupiers, or the large occupiers, I would say, they have reduced their manpower. So these standards would remain the same. In this CRE space, complete CRE space, I think there is going to be a shift, a definite shift. So this I would call another 9/11 moment for us, because the way that we are working today will not be the same that we are going to work in times to come. So we definitely are going to see more work from home coming in. With government regulations permitting, the work from home is here to stay. The other part, which is most important, is the way the offices have been developed. There will be more focus on ergonomics and well-being. And the third most important component that I feel right now in today's context is the way the entire facilities are going to be developed and they are going to be managed. They'll be more sustainable, they'll be more green, and also there will be a blend. There will be a blend, I would say, and that blend would be more around hub and spoke. There will be, from an occupier standpoint, there will be more touch points for an employee. Employee will have more choice of or more flexibility of working in one location or the other. There may be larger offices and smaller satellite offices that may be created. Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 cities, the way the land use, the way offices are going to be used would be higher. The requirement is going to go up. So I think hub and spoke model is here to stay. Work from home is here to stay. Ergonomics and well-being, both of them are here to stay. So these three trends we would see in times to come.
Tell me, Sameer, I mean, you've worked very, very closely with WTC Noida. Has WTC Noida factored all of these?
Oh yes, absolutely. I think they have factored it much before the pandemic has come in. So I think it is all about the vision of the leadership which has been involved in developing this project, I would say. A lot of the tenants who would be coming in to pick up this property perhaps may not be aware of, but the way it has been designed, the way everything has been factored in beautifully, I think they will be loving using this facility.
Thank you, Sameer. God bless.